Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 13 of my favorite 30 albums of the 60s. The countdown we're doing each and every day here in the month of September 2023. 30 days in a month. Our 30 favorite albums from the 1960s across all musical genres. I'm limiting myself to just one pick for any band or artist, but you guys can go multiple if you'd like, if it works out that way for sure. Today, for my pick number 13, this is eighth, I think it's the eighth UK release from this British band and 10th US release. Kind of strange how that happened back in the 60s, right? You had lots of, especially in these British bands, you had like multiple versions of albums, and sometimes they would release an album over there and not over here and over here and not over there, and it's crazy complicated. But this one just makes it into our countdown from the 60s because it was released pretty late, November 28th, 1969. Recorded at Olympic Studios in London, as well as Elektra Sound Recorders and Sunset Sound in Los Angeles. Produced by Jimmy Miller for Decca Records. I'm talking about Let It Bleed by the Rolling Stones. Yeah, one of their greats, right? One of their great albums. Easily a top 3 album, I think, for me, from the Stones. Of course, features the lineup of Mick Jagger on lead and backing vocals, a little percussion, a little acoustic guitar, harmonica, all that sort of stuff. Keith Richards. Electric and acoustic guitar, slide guitars, lead and backing vocals. You got Bill Wyman, bass guitar, auto harp, vibraphone stuff. Charlie Watts, drums. Mick Taylor, the new guy in the band, right? Doesn't appear on the whole album though. Plays slide guitar on one track and lead electric guitar on another. And Brian Jones barely makes an appearance on this one. He was kind of on the way out at this point in time. Sadly, we would lose him shortly thereafter, but Brian Jones on congas and auto harp, so he basically appears on 2 tracks, right? But as always with these Stones album from this time period, lots of guests popping in and out of the studio. Of course, the 2 piano players who always seem to appear on a Stones record around this time, Ian Stewart and Nicky Hopkins. Byron Berlin on fiddle, appears on 1 track. You got Mary Clayton, vocals, Ry Cooder, mandolin, Bobby Keys, tenor saxophone, Jimmy Miller, producer, played a little drums and percussion and tambourine. Leon Russell, a little bit of piano and horn arrangement on 1 track. Jack Nitzsche, choral arrangements on 1 track. Al Cooper, piano, French horn, and organ on a track. What else we got here? Nanette Workman, backing vocals. Doris Troy, backing vocals. Madeline Bell, backing vocals. Rocky Dijon, percussion, and the London Bach Choir, vocals. And it's funny, Nanette's credited on the album as Nanette Newman, but her name was Nanette Workman. So what's on this album? Well, of course, and don't go by the back cover, because songs are not in the right order on the back cover, right? I remember first time I got this, I was kind of like, oh, cool. I'm like, wait a second, that's not Let It Bleed, that's Gimme Shelter, because of course Gimme Shelter starts off the album, one of the great album openers of all time. Gimme Shelter, terrific dramatic song, one of my all-time favorite Stones tracks, classic. Then you got Love in Vain, some really good kind of like bluesy country rock on this album, right? Of course, influence of a lot of what was going on in the California scene at the time, right? Love in Vain, great song. Country Honk, not Honky Tonk, Country Honk, distant cousin to that song. Live With Me, great rocker, really like that a lot. And the title track, Let It Bleed. We all need someone we can lean on, right? Over on side 2, you got the Ramblin' Jammin' Midnight Rambler, one of their concert favorites from this time period. Became a real good guitar workout for the band live. Then you got The Silver, another one of those good kind of country-ish tunes. Monkey Man, hardest rocker on the album. I love Monkey Man. What a great riff. Good, funky riff rockin' hard rocker. And then You Can't Always Get What You Want, but if you try sometime, you get what you need. Exactly. Great album. Like I said, top 3 Rolling Stones album for me, and pretty successful one, I might add. Australia, number 2. Canada made it to number 4. Dutch charts, number 1. Finland, number 12. Germany, number 3. Italy, number 7. Not too bad. Japan, number 11. Norway, number 2. Sweden, number 5. UK album charts, number 1. Made it to number 1. And the US Billboard Top 200 made it to number 3. And with various reissues in 2007, this popped back on the Swedish charts at number 37. 2012, popped back on the French charts at 138. In 2019, Belgian charts at number 112 and Spain number 64. So I've got the 2002 reissue of this. So one of the many remasters, right? Certifications: Canada, platinum, 100,000 units sold. Netherlands, gold, 25,000 units sold. UK, platinum, 300,000 units sold. And in the States, double platinum, 2 million copies sold. Pretty cool, right? And looks like we had a single released in Japan. And that, of course, was the title track with the B-side of You Got the Silver, which was released in January 1970. So, yeah, pretty great album. Pretty great album. Knew this would be on my list right from the start. Like I said, not only is it one of my favorite Stones albums, it's, for me, my favorite from the 60s. They have a bunch of good ones, though. But yeah, let us know what you think of Let It Bleed down in the comments below. Crazy album cover, right? Is it a cake? Is it a cookie? Is it a tire? Is it a film reel? Is it all of these things? Is an LP, right? It's a little bit of everything. Someone took a bite, though. Anyway, let us know what you think of this album as well as your pick for today. Pick number 13. And stay tuned for number 12 tomorrow. We get the last dozen. Right? The dirty dozen are left coming up. It's funny. I saw one of our viewers was predicting in yesterday's video, or maybe it was in the comments, or in the chat, I don't remember which, and basically mapped out all my top 13. Pretty damn close. In fact, really damn close. So anyway, tune in tomorrow. Geez, having a tough time this morning. Tune in tomorrow for pick number 12 and visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility stuff, got new shirts, all sorts of new things. And we also have the link to our Cameo page where you can go and get a personalized video from myself. So all that's down below. Thanks in advance for all your support there. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Till then, have a good one. Bye-bye.